You were packed in record time. It helped that you didn't have much to pack. Bakugou was now pulling you into a car you didn't know he had while yelling at someone on the phone. No, you can't come! Because we're trying to hide and blend in. Your hair is literally a bright red. Fucking Target. Yes, I will tell you once we're settled. Thanks, man. He threw his phone out the window and the moving car and sped up. Alright, so they found you and they know you're with me. We just need to get somewhere safe and lay low for a bit. I filled Kirishima in on everything he's going to see what he can find in our hero database. He gripped tight on the steering wheel and his shoulders were as stiff as boards. He was stressed out. You reached over and placed your hand on his lap. You could feel him relax, only slightly, but enough for him to release some tension. Where are we going? I'm gonna drive us out of town, then stop at a random hotel. We'll check it under a fake name and use cash. I have enough to last us a while. He took the hand that you had on his lap and intertwined your fingers. They're not going to lay a finger on you, not if I can help it. Later that night, you lay next to him while he clicked away on his laptop. You threw your phone out the window but kept your laptop? Wouldn't they be able to check that as well? He scoffed. I'd wish they'd try. This is government issue from work. As soon as they tried, it would alert my agency of the location to who they are. He continued to click through. He started off by asking who ordered the pizza from. From then on, he hacked into the cameras of all of the locations near our apartment and was now busy watching through hours of footage, trying to find whoever wrote the message on the box. You tried to stay awake and keep him company, but your eyes were so heavy. His fingers threaded through your hair. Go to sleep, babe. There'll be plenty of time to talk tomorrow. So you snuggled into him and let sleep take over. You kept waiting for him to join you. In fact, every so often you'd reach out to join his dreams, but he wasn't there. You hoped he wasn't driving himself mad with all this investigation work. Wasn't that what Kirishima was supposed to be doing? Hours later, you heard a loud, "Motherfucker!" You shot straight up and grabbed onto Bakugou's arm. What is it? What's going on? The fucking asshole from the coffee shop is the one who ratted you out. Your boss. He turned the laptop towards you, and sure enough, in the video, there was a video of him sneaking into the pizza shop and writing the lovely little note on the pizza box before turning to the camera and flipping it off. He's one of the 8 brothers. All of them bad news. The oldest brother is the head of some secret society that they're members of. They call him the Puppeteer. Riku's the youngest. His job is to find girls and trick them into going to a party, after which they're never seen again. Police have been trying to take them down for years, but there's never been enough evidence. He had Kirishima email me over every file he could find on the secret society. He opened up a new tab that was full of pictures, mugshots, and reports. They call themselves pure. They believe in arranged relations and breedings for maximum quirk efficiency. They alleged a lot of really important people involved, which is why the case has never been made against them. Drugs, arms dealing, recattering, kidnapping, slavery. This is crazy. How can they be so involved so much, but no one even knows about them? I'm a fucking hero and I've never heard about it. He turned to you, his red eyes burning with intensity. How did you run from something that doesn't exist? You scrolled through the files before your heart stopped. Bakugou? I recognize that man. He looked over your shoulder as could hear him gasp. He recognized him as well. He had seen him in your dreams. This man had been your prison guard for years. He had hit you, starved you, drugged you, stripped you away of your clothes, and left you to freeze. He was evil, and Bakugou wanted to kill him. According to the file, his name was Bruce. He was from Alaska, and as far as anyone knew, he died in a train accident 15 years ago. You wished he had, though. I'm going to sleep. Bakugou held you to him. You sure? You don't want to talk about it? I know his name now. I know his face. I think it's time I paid Bruce a little visit. You coming? It clicked with him what you meant. You were about to visit him in a dream, and there was no way he was going to let you do that alone. He gripped your hand and spooned up behind you. You sure about this? The only response was, if it gets to be too much for you, you can leave any time. Then you were falling asleep and taking Bakugou with you. You had done this plenty of times when you were held captive. Taking people with you into dreams was easy enough. They usually couldn't affect anything the way you could, though. The bright light flashes between your eyelids, signaling you were connected with the intended target. Even his dreams are gross. You looked around and saw he was dreaming of an orgy. Naked women and drugs everywhere. You strolled right up to him, and he sucked at some poor girl's neck. You had to touch him to control his dreams. That was the rules, and unless you wanted for them to make that decision, but not Bruce. He didn't get the privilege. You slapped him across the face. He shoved the girl off his lap. What the fuck? His eyes met yours, and his angry scowl turned into a disgusting smirk. Hello, Bruce. Well, if it isn't my little slut. I was wondering when you'd show up. I was careful to never tell you my name, but I knew you would only be a matter of time. My name's Yuen. He chuckled. Shit, I didn't even know you had a name. I thought you were just another one of the boss man's pets. Your fist shocked with rage, and all the girls disappear. And you were back in the cold room that had been your cell. His eyes shifted back and forth. What are you doing? This is my dream. You can't... Oh, but I can. I'm capable of much more than you will ever know. All of a sudden, his face started to sink in, and he was starving. His face began littered with bruises. His ears and nose began to bleed, just like yours. Just like yours would when they made you overuse your quirk. He started to panic and tried to run away, but his foot was shackled to the floor, like the animal he was. Fucking bitch, stop! But you didn't. You continued to make him suffer. He deserved it, after all. All of a sudden, a hand came onto your shoulder. You grabbed it and threw the person to the ground. Your eyes glowed purple with rage, but they softened when you realized it was just Bakugou, looking worried with his hands held up in surrender. It's just me. It's alright. It's okay, just breathe. Calm down. This isn't you. You ran your fingers through your hair and began to pace. You really wanted to hurt the asshole in front of you, but you couldn't allow yourself to stoop that low. You couldn't break down like this, especially not in front of Bakugou. I'm sorry, I'm just a little on edge right now. I hope I didn't hurt you. He shook his head and regained his footing. I'm fine. You're the one I'm worried about. I'm sure you can handle this. You've only been here for a few minutes, and it looks like you've already loosened it a bit. I've never seen you so angry before. Bruce started laughing, and sickened laugh that made your stomach turn. Your little boyfriend thinks so highly of you. I wonder if he would stick around if he knew the twisted shit you pulled to get out of here. You walked over at him and gave him a swift kick in the ribs. I did what I did to survive. I will never apologize for that. You knelt down and looked him in the eyes. Now tell me where you are. He spit blood onto your feet. This is just a dream. You can't do what you want. You'll never actually hurt me. I'm not telling you shit. You narrowed your eyes at him, but a cool smile came over your face. That's true. Assuming you'll ever actually wake up. I can make sure you don't. Keep you in here forever, in a coma. Make you even wonder what happens when you die in a dream. No one really knows, right? Because your brain wakes up. Because it wants to avoid the trauma. Well, I know what happens. Would you like me to show you? Bruce gulped, his eyes shifting from Bakugou to you. He spit one more time before he groaned. Fine! We're in the mountains. We're on the main campus of Pure. There's a big meeting coming up and everyone's coming. He went on to ramble in great detail about how to get there. He made it very clear you wouldn't make it past the front gate. They had some strong quirks up their sleeve. He was still spilling his guts when Bakugou grabbed your hand. What if he's lying? What if he set up a trap? You sighed and rubbed your temples. I don't think he's that smart. You looked over when you no longer heard Bruce's laboring breath. Shit! He woke up. You reached for Bakugou's hand. Come on, we should wake up too. I have a feeling we have a lot to talk about. You're fucking right we do. You woke up and felt your face was soaked in tears. You may have put on a brave face in Bruce's dreams, but it didn't change the fact that you were terrified to be face to face with him again. You wiped furiously, trying to dry your cheeks before Bakugou could see. He probably already thinks you're unhinged. No need to fuel the crazy fire. You took a deep breath before turning around to face Bakugou. To your surprise, his eyes were wet as well. I'm sorry. I know you're the one who had to confront the monster of your past, but that shit was hard to watch. What did he mean when he said you did twisted shit to get out? You told me you jumped out of a moving car. You bit your lip and played with the hem of your hoodie. You couldn't look him in the eyes when you told him this. I lied. I was scared that if I told you the truth, you'd be scared of me. You cupped your damp cheek and kissed your forehead. You say scary, I say badass. You would have laughed in that moment, hadn't been so tense. I really have to focus. I can make people see things when they're awake, like daydreaming. You leaned into him and instinctively wrapped his arms around your waist. I made them see intruders when in reality no one was there. They all ended up shooting each other, and when backup came, I made them think I was also dead. They threw me out the back of the van. They even bothered tying me up. When we got close to the town, I made the driver's vision go blank so he would crash and I could get away. Bakugou pushed your hair out of your face. Why would you be scared to tell me that? Like you said in Bruce's dream, you did what you had to do. After everything we put you through? I know it's a little weight heavy on your conscience, but you shouldn't. Those people were bad people who did bad things. Who knows how many people you saved by taking them out? You nodded. I guess, but heroes aren't supposed to kill people. Bakugou smiled. Well, not to be a dick, but I'm pretty sure I'm the one here that has a hero's license. You're a survivor. There's a difference. You took a deep breath, trying to expel all of your anxiety. I also didn't want you to be constantly trying to guess if what you were seeing was real or if I was manipulating you. Well, I guess it's a good thing I trust you then. He leaned forward and gently pressed your lips to his. You should have known better, though, because there was rarely anything gentle about Bakugou. He returned your kiss with burning passion that made you dizzy. He rolled on top of you, and your legs wrapped around him, pulling you to you. You wanted him. All of him. You both laid there, breathing heavy, as he rolled over and you pulled you into his chest. His fingers kept carting into your hair with the occasional kiss in the crown of your head. Not to alarm you or anything, but I literally saw fireworks. You laughed and gave him a funny look. Yeah, me too. That was amazing. He gave you a serious look. No, I totally agree. Best night of my life, but Yuan, I don't mean metaphorically, like, I literally saw fireworks at the end there. I think you may have subconsciously used your quirk. You blushed. Oh my god, I'm so sorry, I didn't even realize. You covered your face and hands with embarrassment, but Bakugou wasn't having any of that. He took your hands and pulled them from your face. Are you kidding me? That was hot. That was amazing. It was like you had to show me exactly how you feel. He snuggled closer to you. Make me want to do it again.